I got suspended on eBay probably more than 100 times, and I'm still selling on eBay. I lost count of my suspended accounts years ago, but then I completely changed my selling behavior, and for the last 2 years, I have had no suspensions on eBay at all, even though I am engaged in standard eBay dropshipping from AliExpress to eBay. In this video, I will explain how you can dodge all the bullets from eBay, even when you are doing what they don't like. For example, dropshipping from third-party suppliers. Let's get it straight. eBay doesn't allow you to dropship from third-party suppliers like Amazon, Walmart, or AliExpress, but there are plenty of dropshippers on the platform that are still dropshipping using third-party suppliers without any problems. I am one of them, and I can admit that it's possible even though we are violating eBay rules. My opinion on eBay's dropshipping policy is that eBay will allow you to use their platform as long as you don't engage in any suspicious activity on it. If the majority of people started dropshipping on eBay with no experience or knowledge of the business, selling products, or providing customer support, eBay as a marketplace could face serious problems. After the huge trend of eBay dropshipping in 2018, eBay introduced a new policy stating that sellers are not allowed to fulfill their orders using third-party marketplaces. The only possible way left to do legal dropshipping is to find a supplier that doesn't have a website, and then you will sell the items as a supplier. But once again, rules are created for the majority, by which I mean that eBay bans activity because the majority of sellers can't dropship properly. Hence, to avoid a potential loss, eBay as a marketplace made this rule to suspend or restrict certain eBay sellers that might violate their dropship policy. As you might know, eBay has the right to suspend any account if they believe that particular account is involved in dropshipping from third-party suppliers. However, that doesn't mean they will ban everyone. They know that there are super good sellers that offer their clients the right service, but all the suspensions, restrictions, or flags are used to slow down the eBay dropshippers that don't meet their minimum business standards. For example, eBay is against certain types of sellers, such as those who are constantly arguing with buyers for low-value items, those who sell multiple copyright products, and those who do not appear to sell products they produce. I probably mentioned 5 years ago that you should never use Zik Analytics to dropship on eBay, as it is the fastest way to get flagged or suspended. I am not saying that Zik Analytics are bad too. It's great to do market research and see what's trending at the moment, but having it in mind that eBay is run by artificial intelligence, and that this is a fast way to be detected by eBay as a dropshipper who has gone against the laid-down rules. Let me explain. Imagine 5 sellers listed 20 items that are trending and started getting sales. Soon, 100 or even 200 other sellers will mimic their title, images, and even descriptions, and lower their prices to compete for sales. After 1 week, there are 1,000 or more sellers of the same items on eBay. eBay will detect that they are all trying to collect some profits off of the same items that might be the intellectual property of someone else. Believe me or not, hot items on eBay that dropshippers sell are most likely some of the restricted products, and it's a short-term business. That's why I advise never to use Zik Analytics to do dropshipping. You can use it only for market research and check what's trending right now to adapt and list similar items for yourself. But again, if eBay knows that several sellers are copying each other's items and that they have different account registration locations, and all are shipping products from China, it's a clear red flag that these people are dropshipping. But that doesn't allow eBay to suspend or restrict all of the sellers. eBay won't do it. However, sooner or later, one or a few or even hundreds of these sellers that copied your items will run into problems. They know much less about the business, so they can't properly solve these problems, and this eventually leads to the suspension of their accounts. After a huge portion of those sellers is suspended, eBay will take a look at others who are selling the same items on eBay, and they will find out that all of them are dropshipping, and they are all potential risks to eBay. So your account will get suspended, restricted, or flagged. That's why it's getting harder and harder to do dropshipping. If you are going to dropship items that sell 1-2 times a month, that will be fine. This is because you won't be copied by other dropshippers, and no one will be interested in your items because most of the dropshippers on eBay are making a fast profit. They are not interested in hard work and accounts with 10,000 listings. So if you have thousands of listings and only a few are those that Zik Analytics users are selling, you are fine. You are doing a great job, and eBay will never touch your account unless you go against their policy, which will put you under their radar. These are a few instances showing how you can be manually reviewed and restricted. First, your revenue growth was too high. This doesn't apply to new accounts, as it is normal to grow fast in your first few days. So having something like 500 or 1,000 in sales in your first month should be your maximum. Later on, you should grow no more than 20%. Otherwise, you will receive a suspension, or in the best case scenario, they will ask for proof of merchandise. That's the best case. Second, if you do sell items that have a high return percentage, or the same item that is constantly not delivered and the buyer opens the item not received case, this is also a huge warning notice to eBay that this might be a dropshipper. It's pretty clever because, if you ship your items on your own, there may be problems with random items from your inventory. But when it comes to the same item repeatedly, it's a clear sign that the particular item is being shipped from other suppliers or third-party marketplace. Also, if you often cancel your orders before shipping, it doesn't matter if you have initiated the cancellation or the buyer. This action is the worst thing that a seller who dropship can do. eBay doesn't like it, and if it happens too often, they will know you don't have stock and that you are buying your items once they are sold. If you are watching this video, you are most likely a dropshipper, so you might want to know which suppliers are good to dropship from. If that's the case, click on the video on your left. However, if your problem is that you are not getting sales on eBay, then you might want to know how to increase your eBay sales. Click on the video on your right. Good luck in your eBay journey, and don't forget to